LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
Good. Okay. All right, we're joined here with Carthage High School head coach Surratt. Coach, you want to introduce all your players?
I'll let them introduce themselves.
Speak out loud.
My name is Cole Hodges.
KJ Owens.
James Morrow.
Junior Henderson. On play neighbor.
Marcy Crawford.
Cash Courtney.
Jett Surratt.
Coach, you'll start things off. Just your thoughts about the game today.
Well, I thought it was a tough battle. We knew it was going to be, everybody thinks sometimes they give those things, but John Hyde and the Waco La Vega is not going to give anything. And, we knew they were very good defensively, but we knew we were very good defense and are great on defense. And, it was over there for a while. We didn't execute great sometimes, but that's what good defenses do to you. But they didn't execute at all because our defense kind of got after them.
Questions from the floor?
Coach, you guys just scored the third quarter, but your offense was on the playing field, keeping the Vegas offense to the sideline. How significant was it? No, you didn't score, but you kept the ball away from them at that point in the game, and I think it was a 6-point game.
Yeah, we like to dictate the tempo, that's for sure, and we did keep them off a little bit. If we'd have converted a little bit more on fourth down or third downs, we've been phenomenal on those downs all year, and give those guys credit. We missed some things, and give those guys credit. But again, it didn't matter. Our defense was out there just playing lights out, and so proud of those guys and proud of everybody. I could care less about this stat sheet, but I do like if it had just the state championship on it, that would be great.
Scott, you and I have talked about this last offseason, this offseason. I talked with Jett about it a little bit. Winning number 10 with your son at quarterback, how much does that mean to you?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. It's special. I'm gonna tell you that. I mean, it's special. We're best friends, and he's a baller. It don't matter if he plays perfect or not. He's just a great leader and just keeps going. He's always done that. And I said this in golf. He may shoot 80 one day and 62 the next, and literally. But he just keeps playing, man. And that's what all these guys up here do.
Jett, the same question to you. What does it mean to help Dad get 10?
Yeah, it's everything. I've been a part of the previous 9, obviously, but to be the guy and to be the leader and the quarterback is awesome.
Jett, kind of like he just said, is sometimes you're really good and sometimes it's not going. Well, for the first 2 quarters in the passing game, it was hard to get them going. But late, you found Junior for 2 big touchdowns. Ended up making the difference. How big was that, and to get those 2 touchdowns?
Yeah. Honestly, the first touchdown might have been the worst throw I've ever thrown. He went up, fought for it, and thankfully it doesn't show that on the stat sheet. But the second one, it was a decent ball. He released the side, and he went up and fought for it and got it.
KJ, talk about your performance today, especially those 2 big touchdowns, including that 86-yarder in the first half where you guys went out.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, I just want to thank my O-line. They did a phenomenal job. And, I just found the host and, put them out, get out speed. Ain't nobody catching me when I get out of space.
Did you think, you knew that, we've seen throughout the year, where if you get in the open field, it's very, very hard for a team, for someone to catch you. If you put that on the biggest stage, you show, if you get in open space, no one's catching you.
Yeah, right? Yes, sir.
Coach, kind of talk about James. He was a force all night in the middle. Even Coach Hyde highlighted him as well. Coach, can you just talk about his impact on the D-line?
My son, James Morrow, man, he's such a great player. He's just a rock in there. You can't move him. You're not going to hurt him. He's strong as a bull, and he played his very, very best football, and he's going to get to play at the next level. They overlook him a little bit because he's short, but man, he's shorter than they want. But he just does a unbelievable player, and we're so proud of him.
Cole, talked a lot about your team controlling the line of scrimmage. Tonight, today in the biggest stage of all, they really did some. Just talk about later, they'll get to put so much pressure, get so many sacks that they can.
Yeah, our defense controlled everything. They could really fire it around. They had great receivers, but obviously, like you said, we put great pressure on the quarterback, and we covered their routes since we wanted to cover them early and make them have to throw it deep, and he didn't have time to do that. But they played lights out from our edge players, who I got in here, Crawford to Beck, and the D-line just played crazy good.
You talked about the pressure just a second ago. How critical was the defensive performance throughout this game? Obviously,
getting the sacks, but also, forcing them to turn the ball over on fourth down a couple times, had an interception, then when they're driving clubs. How critical is the defensive performance?
We win championships with defense. Darren Preston's the best. He should have been in here. He was in here last year, but he probably still right there. But, he's my best friend from 56 years going now, but he's just phenomenal. But he gets these players, they love him. We had invitations last night. They're up there imitating him, and he's special. But they dominated the game, and because we struggled offensively, but we told them we don't care. We don't care what the score is, 2-0, 50-49. We can care less as long as we walk out of here with a trophy and medallions, and we did that.
Coach, number 10 out here.
You talk about the durability of your running back. I know the ball ain't heavy, but he takes those touches and makes things happen out of them. Talking about KJ's durability.
Well, we call him lightning, but he's very physical. He does a great job in the passing game. He's our third down back just for protection and stuff, and he is durable. And he's just a great player. I watched him play. Pretty much every snap of his career out of maybe some little league or peewee I didn't get to see, but he's just a phenomenal player.
You like those carries, KJ?
Yes, sir.
So if the team is putting confidence in you to carry them, how do you embrace that?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank God because, without his talent that, he created for me, I want to be here. Also with the hard work I do too.
In the back.
Coach, number 10, we've all talked about it for a while. Just reflect on that now that you've got it, not only this win, but just the longevity of what this program has been able to do for so long with you at the helm out here.
Yeah, well, you don't get lucky 10 times. What I mean by that is, not toot my horn, I'm talking about the administration. You got to have a great administration, and because a lot of times the administration changes in and out, and you see guys win 2 or 3, and then all of a sudden it goes away. But there's a common thing there. And then my coaches I got unbelievable coaches. They let me hire great people. We pay them well enough to stay in Carthage, or really well to stay in Carthage. And I hadn't had a whole lot of turnover. Then it goes to these players. We got great players. I don't deny that. But you still got to play the game. There's a lot of people have great players. And, I got a million texts this week, good luck, from friends and family. And the only thing I said, we're going to play hard. The only thing he said, when I got this job, I promise we're going to play hard. And we play hard. You see that. No matter down, up, what the score is, we're going to play hard. On the side of it.
Question for Jett. Jett, even throughout the celebration, you still went over and you spoke with some of the Kilgore players before their game. Talk to me about that. Who did you dap up, and why in that moment did you decide to go over there?
They're very close to where we live, and we played a bunch of games with them, not just varsity football, but basketball and junior high football. And I know their quarterback real well. He's a real good buddy of mine, so I went over there and just told him to bring back the ring to East Texas.
Colt, you, I think, led off the sack parade for this defense, just your performance and overall that defensive unit. Can you speak on how well you guys impacted this game?
Well, we knew coming in that they have a very explosive offense, throwing the ball and running the ball. We know them, led by a sophomore quarterback, that we had to get pressure on them early. And Coach Preston, he schemed it up pretty well, and that's what we did.
Jett, after the years you mentioned, speaking of Kilgore, that whole way you guys opened the season and to see a lot of what your team's like now 16 weeks later, what do you have to say to all the doubters and everyone that was just like just everyone just doubting you, saying that you didn't get the job done, just being now a state champion?
We knew we'd have a chance to be here, and we proved that we're the best in 4AD too, and we have a ring to show it now.
How satisfying is it for yourself personally?
Yeah, it's awesome. We went home last year, obviously fell short, but to be able to get back on the stage with even me being the starter is awesome.
Cash, KJ shouted out the offensive line. What were y'all able to do to create room up front, and how easy does it make blocking for a guy like that behind y'all?
We're trying to get him tired up front because if we kept pounding him, and they're going to get tired. And it's good once he gets to the second level. It's just we know he's going to make a play or something. So that's all we have to do.
This one for Junior. You caught the touchdown with 6 minutes ago on the 4th, and you point to your ring finger. I guess just what gave you the confidence in that moment to show off your celebration that way.
Well, because I started off slow. I wanted to connect with Jett, so once I got going, it's over.
You're only a junior. So how do you top this?
big next year.
Coach, when you reflect on your time at Carthage and all the teams you brought to the state championship, what does it mean to you to look back on the impact you've had on this community and the generations of players and coaches?
I don't even know if you look back. I try to stay because I still got a few more holes to break, but it's been awesome, man. You know, it's just we talked about it today before we went out. The last thing we read every word, mantra, every word from 2007 to now, even when we won and even when we lost. And this year it was Nino, and no excuses now or ever. I came up with that, and I hope I can patent that and make a lot of money. You know, I was going to save it for Jett's senior year, to be honest, but I said it's time, so we used it.
No question.
Coach, you've been to the state championship 10 times. Your team has been victorious 10 times, and today was the perfect example where the defense led it the way, but then when you needed the offense to deliver that, exclamation point. Jett hit Junior Henderson for that 19-yard touchdown to make it a 3-score game. Is flowing through your mind when Jett found Junior to pretty much.
Yeah, again, defensive dominated, and you know we feel like all year, and we preach it and preach it and preach it. You know, get us close in the fourth quarter, and we'll win in the fourth quarter. And the program took over, and Junior made the 2 big plays, Jett, but man, you know the defense set us up, and you know offensive line protected great there, and you know just keep me more proud of my guys in the program.
Carter, you were one of the guys that was really getting to the quarterback. What was it like to be a part of this, Carthage defensive offense today?
It's incredible. I mean, everybody, going into it, when I get to him, we knew we had a shot if we would get to him. Raylan was blowing up some big double teams, let me be one-on-one with the quarterback. It was just, I could get back there, so it was pretty easy from there with Raylan, blowing up those double teams.
Coach, just like Jett was saying about him just giving good lucks to Kilgore. Talk to me about that East Texas camaraderie that you guys have. I saw some Chapel Hill fans here. I saw Coach Alamessa from Gilmer here as well, supporting you guys, East Texas. So just talk to me about that impact.
Yeah, East Texas is the best football in the state, in my opinion, especially at our level, and 4A, D1, D2, and we had a Pleasant Grove man put up signs up in our hotel, "Go Win Dogs," and I said, well, that's pretty cool, but no, it's awesome to be from East Texas. I grew up in East Texas, from Linden, Kildare, and about an hour down from Carthage, and so this is very special.
How long do you enjoy this one, Coach, before getting ready for, hopefully to run it back one more time next year? How long are you celebrating for?
We'll have a depth chart probably Monday, but we will celebrate this weekend.
All right, well done now. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, did you play Texas high school football? If you did, you're part of an elite group, the Brotherhood of Texas High School Football. All football players, past and present, who have ever suited up in the Lone Star State are eligible. Go to LoneStarGridiron.com/brotherhood. And thank you for the part you played in the greatest sport in the greatest state.
This show is brought to you by the book, All I Need to Know I Learned from My Texas High School Football Coach, a handbook of wisdom for parents, young people, and yes, even coaches. Head over to www.learnedfromcoach.com and order your copy to support sharing the stories of these great coaches and leaders. That's learnedfromcoach.com.